everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Monica Ramchandani. I hope you all are doing great. This is another episode of Simplifying Agent Force series that we have already created for you guys to learn Agent Force in a simplified way. Now, if you have followed this series, you know how simple and how real life examples I have given in these episodes to help you learn Agent Force in a simplified manner. But what I realized is because Salesforce is changing things so rapidly and we have so many changes that has happened after I have posted this series. For example, what we are going to talk about today is enhanced chat v2, which is basically an enhanced version of the designing of the branding of your agent that you see right now. If you see this episode 9, we have talked about how you add branding to the agent, how you give life to your agent, right? Now I'm going to show you, if you have not followed the series, that's also okay. I'm going to show you how it looks without enhanced chat v2 and how it looks after we switch to enhanced chat v2. What are the benefits and what are the considerations as well to follow, right? Now, this is how the Agent Force agent looks after you add branding, which I have suggested in this episode 9, right? This is very common. Everybody know about it. You go to embedded service deployment and then you go to branding in settings and you go branding and you add your agent's avatar, you add your human rep's avatar, you add the color, you add the background color of every messages. This is done in branding in embedded service deployment, right? But now Salesforce has given us V2, the version 2, which is the enhanced chat version. Now, first, I will show you how this looks here in embedded service deployment V1, and then we will switch it to V2 and we will see the difference by ourselves. We will also talk about what are the other difference despite of this designing which changes drastically. There are a lot of things which goes behind the scenes in V2 as well, right? Now, let me just show you. For V1, we have two things, right? We have embedded service deployment and then we have messaging channel for that embedded service deployment. If I go here in messaging settings, I will find a messaging channel dedicated to this particular embedded service deployment, which basically works together, right? We have few things we set in embedded service deployment and then few things we set in the messaging. And we go to the drop down and edit. Now in this, you will see few options, right? Omnichannel routing remains the same, but then it has automated responses for conversational acknowledgement, for starting of the conversation, ending of the conversation. This is totally different in V2. It has opt-in, opt-out keywords. This is not there available right now in V2. So we have few points which is not there in V2, and then we have a lot of points which is there in V2 and not in V1. So it is on you to decide, and it is on you to know the considerations first before switching it to V2. But according to me, according to a lot of cases, switching to V2 is much better overall. Now, this is the messaging service, messaging channel for the V1, and then this is the embedded service deployment for V1. Now, if you'll go to branding, you will see different options here like chat buttons, background, and then you will have background text, batch buttons, you will have fonts, you will have images, and then you will have chat window dimensions. Now, few of the things are not there in V2, few of the things are added in V2. So we will see that and we will see that comparison as well. Now, let me just first show you how it looks when we switch it to V2 and then we'll talk about the key benefits and the considerations as well. Let's click on the button switch to V2. It says that get the latest enhanced chat features faster, switch back anytime. So if you feel that you want to switch back, you can switch back anytime, and then you can switch back to V2 anytime as well, right? Now it says what's the difference in V2. Some features like user verification, pre-chat form, or post-chat surveys aren't available in V2. So if you're having some use case which needs pre-chat form, which needs attachment to be sent to Agent Force, V2 is not for you. But if you want improved UI, support for custom lightning types, which is basically meaning that you can add lightning web components inside your Agent Force, and that's exciting, and other improvements as well, which we'll talk about later, then you will definitely switch to V2. Now let's click on switch and publish, and it says that it will take around 3 minutes and we can check back later. And now before a minute, it says that it has changed to V2, and now the option comes as switch to V1. Okay. Now quickly, let's just publish this one, and then I will show you what's the difference of how the layout looks, how the performance looks for V2 versus V1. So this is done. One second, there's some error it says. Let's refresh. Let me open the test enhanced web chat. So to test your agent, you can of course go to test enhanced web chat and then see how it will look on web if you will add it on a website or deploy it on a website. Now this is here. This is, my friend, is the enhanced chat V2. You see how V1 looks here versus how V2 looks. Now, not just that, when we open the window of V1, this is how we see the agent. And then when we open the window in V2, this is how you will see the agent. This looks way better, way agentic, and way professional, right? This is how the message comes here in V2 versus this is how the message comes here in V1. Now it is up to you. You can decide what designing you like, what performance you want from your agent. But yes, this is much better if you see how the messages are being displayed. Or let's just type a message that, what is the return policy here? Okay, this is how the message sends, and then this is how agent responds. So agent response, sending messages, messaging, sending time, the performance of the agent overall, the look and feel of the agent overall completely changes when you use V2 versus when I do the same in here. Tell me about your return policy. So this is how it works in V1. This is how it shows. I mean, this is good, but this is way better, right? The way Salesforce is changing, the way we are going towards the future, we have to be up to date, and this looks much better and much professional. And how easy it was to switch to V2, right? Now, this was all the good part, but we have few things as well. Let's just talk about some key benefits which we get when we change from V1 to V2. Now we get enhanced performance, we get faster load times and smoother interactions. Second, we get improved UI and UX. Of course, we have seen that we have a clearer and more customizable chat experience in V2. Now, the most important thing, which is asynchronous messaging. Now, users can leave the chat and return without losing context. So in V1, what happens is, for a certain time of inactivity, the agent just warns the user and then deactivate it. I mean, the session gets deactivated for the user. So if you have added the timeout for 5 minutes and user goes and comes back after 5 minutes, I mean, user will not be able to continue with the same context. It will have to start a new chat, and that you will set in messaging settings, right? Now in this messaging setting, you see that it has minutes to timeout and warning time. So the agent gets disconnected after a certain point of time. But for enhanced chat V2, whatever time the user takes, it will not get disconnected and user will have the same context that they have left the chat with. That's a big benefit to have. Also, mobile first design optimized for mobile and cross device continuity. Rich messaging support. We have seen rich messaging support in text, but it also supports images, buttons, and interactive components to be added as well. If you will add in agents instructions that show this as a rich text, or ask customers input as input type text boxes rather than conversation, then it will have the capability to add that as well. For that, you will just have to enable adaptive response. Let me show it to you here. If you will go here, one second. If you will go in messaging, you see this adaptive response. If you turn it on, that means you can get rich choice responses, rich choice with images, and also rich links as well. So this is on you. If you want to have this richer experience for your customer, then turn on this adaptive response, and then you can go to V2 and you can enjoy your adaptive responses as well. Now, not just that, it also has better scalability, which means that it handles higher volumes with improved reliability. So this V2 version is more reliable than the V1 version. Things to watch out for, few considerations to keep in mind. One, I will add the link in the description as well, but you can Google it as well if you want. You first see the comparison between enhanced chat v1 and v2. You have the help article, and then it actually tells you what the v1 is giving you and what v2 is giving you. Let me show it to you here. You can see this tab, which is compare enhanced chat v1 to v2. You will have a lot of points. You can figure out if you want to convert it to v2 or no. Don't just go by the UI. You'll have to think about a lot of perspective before going into, switching some new technology, right? You have to keep some things in mind. And this is where this document comes handy. You can go compare it by yourself and then decide for you that is it good for your use case, because not everything is for every use case, right? So you'll have to think about that before converting. And also, you will have to rewrite and retrain your agent for some of the instructions that they are having. You will have to retrain your agents and admins on the new interface, right? Now, these are all the considerations and benefits for Enhanced Chat v1 versus Enhanced Chat v2. And this is all I wanted to show you in this episode, because we have done an episode on how to add branding to your agent, in which I'm exactly showing you how to add this branding to your agent. So it is my responsibility that I come here and I show you how you can add much more improved branding, much more improved UI and UX to your agent as well. I will be adding this video under the series, and we'll be adding a lot more episodes in this. So watch out for it, because Agentforce is having a lot of new frequent updates. And I'm here to try it out and share my experience with you and how it works, right? Now, this is it for today's episode. I hope you found this useful. I'll see you super soon in the next video. Till then, bye-bye, take care, keep learning, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button.